Thanks for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 30th of September. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. This week begins with that clustering of energy in the sign of Libra, very much to the fore. In fact, Venus and Jupiter continue to forge a gorgeous alliance in the first 2 days. And that points towards doing something playful, entertaining or fun. But last week's new moon gave a boost to this Libran energy, but it also angled to Uranus. So over the next 4 weeks, it is going to be important to understand, whilst we're working at our relationships, which Libra governs, to just be conscious of how our values match up to the people we encounter. Now this week does see Mercury relocate into the deep and passionate sign of Scorpio, and also the modern ruler of Scorpio, Pluto, well, that goes direct after a long retrograde which began on the 24th of April. Now of course Pluto has been in a very business-like part of the situation in the sign of Capricorn. So I think if there has been any kind of delays or slowdowns around the enterprise that you're involved with, that can ease now. And this Mercury energy can also be very good for more entrepreneurial strands. But on Friday, Mars makes its way into Libra, where it will be for 6 weeks. This is a tremendous transit because it does in some ways diminuate the more egocentric nature of Mars. Libra being about trying to find consensus, and Mars being very much about I, the self. Well, it is actually technically in detriment in this location. But I think it gives us just a desire to get firmer boundaries, which can be a good thing, be a bit more competitive, which can be a good thing, but competitive in a way which seeks some kind of collaboration or cooperation with others. And that's where it's working through the energy of this Libra influence. But it is true to say that we have a quarter moon in Capricorn on Saturday, and that's going to be absolutely conjunct Saturn. And Saturn in Capricorn is quite a sobering kind of energy. So we may encounter someone from the end of this week and into next week who, however much we try to reach out to them and understand where they're coming from, they may be quite resistant to our charms. But equally, it's not going to be a good thing to try too hard to be a people pleaser. We just need to be naturally ourselves. Your specific forecast, Sagittarius, is a little bit mixed. In one sense, with your ruler Jupiter linking with Venus on Monday and Tuesday. If ever there was a time to get together with friends and celebrate, this is certainly it. But of course, Monday and Tuesdays can often be quite workaday. And you're also dealing with the new moon, which occurred last week, which on the face of it can make you future orientated, wanting to work collectively with others, but there can be some surprises that are sprung upon you, particularly around your work, and that may need your plan to be adapted as you go along. With Mercury moving on Thursday into a more closed, a more sheltered area, some concerns could surface, but on the same day, at least Pluto does go forwards. If finances have been a bit of a struggle since late April, they could ease now. On Friday, Mars also moves into a very collaborative part of its journey. Now, Mars is usually about what we want to achieve as individuals, and you're going to have the great knack over the next 6 weeks of pushing forward your agenda, but also being able to work with others too. It's a very happy quality to have. There is a quarter moon as this week draws to a close, and it just reminds you that when it comes to your longer term plans, to be cautious around finance, particularly for the following week. But generally speaking, with Venus, the Sun, that new moon, and also Mars in a very sociable, collective and friendly part of your scope, a lot of your natural skills can flourish this week. If you'd like to know more about what 2020 will hold for you individually, you can order your forecast based on your time, date and place of birth by clicking the link beneath this video. You can get the rest of this year free and 30% off. But for now, good luck and goodbye.